Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay, and in today's video we are talking about the new fragrance launches. There's so many, you guys, it's really hard to keep up, but I am thinking I'm gonna pick up around at least 3 or 4 this week. So I hope you guys do enjoy. If you do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good things. And if you do love beauty content, specifically lots of fragrance content, definitely consider subscribing. So before I jump into the new releases, when I'm filming, it's currently Valentine's Day. I hope I can get it up today. If I do, happy Valentine's Day, and if I can't, happy late Valentine's Day. Either way, let me know what you're wearing, and also let me know your plans for the day. This is Kaoli Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. This is a really beautiful, rich, and expensive, luxurious, snooty smelling fragrance. Very beautiful, very sexy, very pretty. I love this. There's saffron, there's rose, there is like this really beautiful musk as well that I love, and you are getting that sweet, spicy pink pepper. Really beautiful fragrance. So this I'm also wearing Delina, the original from Parfums de Marly. I was thinking of wearing the exclusive because I do find that fragrance a little bit more grown woman sexy, but this one is so much more delicate. There's a really beautiful lightness to the scent that I love, and it's still very powerful. So I'm mixing those two, and I topped it off with Oriana from the same brand, Parfums de Marly, which is just a very beautiful, sweet, playful scent that is grounded a bit from the ambrette, that beautiful musk, and the citrus. So very bright, very yummy scent. I love this trio. It's a very expensive trio, but that is my Valentine's Day scent combo. And I think for date night, I am gonna put on the Initio Narcotic Delight Eau de Perfume. This is a 3 fluid ounce bottle, and it does retail for a whopping $380, which is very expensive. So I definitely do recommend smelling it, sampling it first before you do purchase. But if you do like those deep, dark, sensual, like Angelina Jolie, dark feminine type of vibes, like this is just so unbelievably sexy. If it was a color, it would totally be red. It kind of reminds me, like setting wise, of a dark, low lit room. Like it's very hot, very heavy, and very, I mean, again, just so incredibly sexy. So this I'll talk about first. I really do like it. It has beautiful notes. In the beginning, you do have, there's pink and black pepper, also cherry. For me, when I smell this, it again does remind me of the color red, so I do get that cherry nuance, but I don't smell this and necessarily think of cherry. As it dries down in the middle, there is Hedione, which is a white floral that I'm not super familiar with, and also cognac. As it dries down on the base, there's vanilla and also tobacco, and I think the reason I was a little nervous about trying it was the tobacco, but I think again it's just very intoxicating, very dark, deep, just very sensual, and I love it. There's something also so bold, confident, and again just so alluring with the scent. I cannot get enough. So I do see myself wearing this for date night at some point, or maybe even tonight. I'm heavily considering wearing this one for date night. I'm so happy Lucky Scent sent it. I do have a discount code with them. That is not something I make commission off of. It's just to give to you guys. So I will put that on the screen and in the description. All the fragrances I'm talking about will be linked down below. Yeah, you can get it at Lucky Scent. You can get it at other retailers, I think Neiman Marcus, etc. I'm quickly going to breeze through what I do have. So Amber Vanilla from the 7 Virtues. Of course, it was a purchase. I bought this blindly. I do enjoy it, but it's definitely different than I thought. Now, that is my bad. I didn't read the inspiration behind it. I didn't read the fragrance description, and I barely even looked at the notes. So again, my bad. But vanilla and amber, I saw that in a sweet Santal, and I thought, sign me up. I love the vanilla wood, so I thought it'd be a little bit more dense and very sweet, but for me this is definitely more fresh and clean. It's sheer, but it does have that warm, familiar, comforting thing to it that I really do love, and some feminine vibes coming from the florals. So for me this is very beautiful. It is fresh, clean, but even though it is a Skin But Better scent, I think it has a beautiful twist. That warm, just really like touching vibe you get from it, kind of cuddly, I think is gorgeous. So yeah, very pretty, perfect for every day, easy reach. And for a 1.7 fluid ounce, it is $88, I believe, for the travel size, probably around $30-$35. You can find this on their website or on Sephora. It is currently available. Top notes are pink pepper, heart notes are pink carnation and muguet, and base notes are skin musk, ISO-E Super, ambroxan, and vanilla. Next is Sunkissed Dahlia from Skylar. This was sent to me from Skylar, but this is definitely one I would have bought with my own money because it's delicious. It's delectable. You do get this really beautiful, crisp, bright green apple in the opening, which is so fun and so fruity. As it does dry down, I feel like you do get more of the florals. There's dahlia, and I think something else as well. I don't know what dahlia smells like, but I do feel like there is a floral essence to the fragrance. As it does dry down, that's when I fall in love though, because you get the vanilla and this really delicious, creamy custard, which just makes it so, again, delicious. So this I love. I totally would have bought it, and overall there is a warm sensation you get from the scent as well, which is so beautiful. For a 1.7 fluid ounce, it is $90, and for a mini it's 0.33. Now I feel like that sweet fruity thing isn't going to be for everybody, so definitely do smell this in your store or get a sample, a travel, whatever first. But for me, I love this so much. My voice just cracked a little bit, you guys. I'm still a little sore, but I plan to do a review video on this fragrance very soon. I actually want to see what they say on the about section. It says Sunkissed Dahlia is a romantic, warm floral scent with subtly fruity undertones. Opulent dahlia and crisp apple create a sweet, juicy profile, beautifully balanced with notes of warm and comforting amber. As you wear the scent, you can feel the sun's golden radiance shining on you. Beautiful, beautiful, and I totally agree. The notes are, top notes are apple and mommy. I want to click on that to see what it smells like. It says a sweet, fruity marzipan odor with hints of cherries and squash. Ooh, then red currant, middle notes of dahlia, jasmine, and rose, and base notes of custard, amber, vanilla, and sandalwood, and it is scrumptious. And from the brand Vacation, I have their After Sun Eau de Toilette. This is a 1 fluid ounce, and it does retail for $60. It is available now, but the brand did send this over, I just want to say, and I am happy they did. At first, I'm not gonna lie, not being shady, but I was a little skeptical because it's literally inspired by After Sun gel, so aloe vera, and for me, I didn't know how I'd feel about having aloe vera be a scent I wear just like for every day or whatever, but it's really nice, really refreshing. There's a coolness to it, just like aloe vera, which I really do like. Definitely has that melony cucumber water vibe. I think there's also gin in here, and there's also linen. So yeah, it's a clean, fresh, cool, refreshing type of scent. It's pretty. And so what I like about this one versus the original, which I still really love, it's a great tropical, beachy scent, definitely very sunscreeny, but I feel like you can find this in sunscreens. For me with this, yes, you're getting that aloe vera, and at first you get a big blast, but I feel like as it dries down, you start to get the other notes, and I feel like this becomes a really beautiful, clean scent, great for every day, great for when you want to have that clean girl aesthetic. I really do like this, and I feel like, yes, you could wear it after being out at the beach, you could wear it back at the hotel as a nice refreshing thing going on, but I also feel like it could be a great everyday for year round, which I love. So Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and read the notes. I do love the original Vacation. I would definitely purchase that one, but I feel like this one, it's gonna be a little bit more wearable. Even though my nose, I'm gonna be honest, does love this scent more, I feel like it's just because it has that sunscreeny banana tropical thing that I love. So on scent, I do love it more, but I do find that you can get it for very affordable with sunscreens. Top notes are aloe vera essence, green tea, melon. Heart notes are cardamom absolute, aqua di colonia, ozone, tonic, minibar gin, and base notes of resort towel plush and open weave linen. Now moving on to what I don't already own, starting with Valentino Donna Born in Roma Green Stravaganza Eau de Perfume. So this is not currently available, I think, in the US. I know on their website it's coming, I believe, tomorrow, February 15th, and then also on Sephora, I want to say February 22nd. And so I am debating getting it, yeah, February 22nd. I am debating waiting the few days to get it on Sephora to get those points, but at the same time, on a review perspective, I am thinking I should just go ahead and grab at least a travel from their website so I can get a review out for you guys. So the notes are really exciting. I think I have mentioned it in a previous releases video, but I just did want to mention it because it's finally coming out in the US. So we have top notes of Lapsang Souchong, which has like a smoky smell to it, if I'm not mistaken. Then middle notes of jasmine and a base note of vanilla. So we have tea, jasmine, and vanilla. So like an herby, sweet, floral. I'm very excited to try this. I don't know, again, if I'm gonna get the big bottle. I don't know what I'm gonna do there, but I do know in some form I will be adding this to my collection expeditiously. I'm super excited to have it. We have 1 fluid ounce for $85, a 1.7 for $135, and a 3.4, the Big Papa, for $165. So actually, I know some of you, I think, that are in different countries have told me you really do love the scent. I have pulled up what one of you said about it, which did get me very excited. One person says it looks like it smelled like Sprite based off of just, of course, the physical packaging. I love the green color. It's so pretty. I love the juice. Really fun, great for summer. And I feel like in my collection, it's gonna look so bomb. But I do want to mention in the men's collection, the new Oma, there is a lime note, a coffee note, and a jasmine note. So theirs, I want to say jasmine, sounds really, really good. I'd love to try it. Somebody said that's cool, but I'm still wanting to get a chance to try the pink PP, and I could not agree more. I do regret not picking that up. I do have serious FOMO. Yeah, I got a sample of this and it smells amazing. I tried this today and it's delicious. This was at my Shoppers and it smelled actually really good. So I'm very eager to try it. So many of you that have smelled it love it. So that is definitely on my list as a purchase. Next up is Strawberry Letter from Phlur, and I've been loving Phlur so much. They are on fire. I love the body mist. I thought they were so beautiful. Vanilla skin, I cannot keep my hands off of. And then that mood ring, that gummy candy sweetness, balanced with the, I think, pitaya, there's citrus, and that really warm amber at the base. It just made it a little bit more complex. So even though Strawberry Letter, it claims to have strawberry and plum, there's also cassis, which can give kind of like a green undertone. There's middle notes of red poppy. I love red poppy so much in fragrances. Well, I only have like 2 fragrances with red poppy, but I do love the ones I own, and apple blossom and lily. I also really love those 2 notes. It just sounds so good. And then at the base, we have sugar, amber, tonka bean, and earthy notes. My question is, how earthy are we talking at that base? You know what I mean? I want to know how earthy. I want to know how apparent the cassis will be. I do love the fact that they're opening up with the fruits. I wonder how much plum we'll get. I also love plum in fragrances, but yeah, that strawberry seems to be obviously the star of the show. It's a bright red, beautiful bottle, perfect for summer. I'm very very eager to try this, and then balanced by those lovely florals. I'm so excited to try. So yes, purchase. I actually think they are sending it to me. I did message them asking, so I'm looking for an update, but if not, as soon as this does restock, because they sold out in the first 24 hours, which by the way is insane to me. So once they do restock, if I don't hear anything back from the brand, I am gonna go ahead and just purchase a travel, and then if they say that they're not sending a big bottle, I will buy one on my own if I do love it. So for me, I just hope we do get a good bit of strawberry. I hope that it's not too earthy, just enough to give it some complexity, which I think is exactly what we're gonna get from Phlur. So yeah, ooh, tonka bean, amber, sugar, yes, I love that base as well. There's nothing in the fragrance I am too weary about other than the earthy vibe. I don't know how earthy it will be. I'm hoping it's just really fruity, really sweet, but not juvenile, which I think we're definitely going to get from this brand. I don't think we're gonna get like a Kayali Eden Juicy Apple vibe, like a juvenile, sweet, sugary, syrupy vibe from that. I don't think we're gonna get that from Phlur. They do have a wait list for if you want to be notified when they do restock. I am on that wait list, so it's super exciting. And they do have a 1.7 fluid ounce bottle for $99 and a 0.32 for $29, or you could get both for $109, which is actually pretty cool. So yeah, definitely a purchase if they don't send it to me, and even if they weren't strawberry letter, I would totally be on this. You guys know that. Then from Sniff, we have Vanilla Vice Eau de Toilette. I really want to try this, but there's so much I do want to try from Sniff. I want to try Tarte Deco. I really want to try the Crumb Couture. Like, that one is so high on my list. So I feel like maybe before I get this one, I should get the Crumb Couture. But then I'm like, for review purposes, maybe I should get them both. Maybe I should start with the little small size. They do have a 10 ml, or you could get the big bottle, which is $65, and it is a 1 fluid ounce. So I don't know, I'm kind of debating. Now, it's not available, unfortunately, at the moment on Ulta, but they do show you. What a little tease. But it says coming March 3rd, so I am planning on getting this. They do have it available right now on their website, but you guys know I love my points. I really do. Can I wait until March 3rd? I don't know. I think I might have to start with a small size, get it off their website. If I love it again, get it from Ulta, because for review purposes and just because I really at heart do love smelling new scents, I do feel like it's been really hard not to purchase. What do you think if you've smelled it? So the marketing is crazy delicious. We have ice cream cone melted on top of the fragrance, sprinkles, the waffle cone. It just looks like something that is making my mouth water. Now, I do feel like I have seen people say it's a little bit more woody than they'd love, which for me, I feel like it's kind of one of those situations like the Kayali pistachio gelato, where it was just so immensely sweet. Like, all the advertisements, it literally made you want to eat a pound of pistachio gelato. Yeah, I feel like the marketing is just super sweet, super mouth-watering, and it does make me want to go to a local ice cream shop and just stuff my face. So I feel like when you do have that marketing and it's not really talking too much, or showing, I should say, illustrating the use of the wood, it's a little bit, you know, you're expecting ice cream. If it doesn't smell like ice cream, you're a little bit disappointed. Now, I do feel like there's something to be said for a fragrance that is unique, and that does add like a nice twist. But I'm just saying, I do want to smell this. I'm hoping that it does smell like ice cream, sweet, creamy. I really hope so. The notes are amberwood, Madagascar vanilla, Orchinox, which I had no idea what it was. After clicking on it on Fragrantica, it says natural and synthetic, popular, and weird. So definitely a different note that's interesting. Musk, sugar, ice cream, and jasmine sambac. So I wonder if it's gonna remind me at all of Dulce by Rosie Jane, just because that does have an ice creamy smell, musk, and vanilla. So I feel like maybe because it does have amberwood and not, I think it's called like Helonial or something like that, which is a more green wood, I think. Maybe it's not going to be the same, but I hope it gives me like a similar musky, sweet, vanillic vibe. a little thicker and more dense than Rosie Jane Dulce, I think that would be incredible. Please let us know in the comments down below if you have smelled this. Let us know, do you think it's worth it? Is it very gourmand, or do you feel like the wood is very heavy? Curious to know how prominent that wood note is going to be. So I feel like your comments will make it a little bit easier, but ultimately, knowing myself, again, like I said about the Valentino, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna buy it from the website just to get it sooner. Then from Sol de Janeiro, really quickly, they are coming out with a new fragrance called Koka Crush, and when I first saw this posted from Trend Mood, I thought, oh my goodness, I just bought the purple one. That is so fast, but no. This is coming out for summer. It has a crisp apple note. It has pink violet and also a white cedar. For me, cedar wood can go a bit masculine, so having something like white cedar, which seems a little bit lighter, is something that I'm very excited for, and I love pear in my fragrances. And I don't think that Sol de Janeiro has a pear fragrance, like a pear dominant fragrance. So I'm hoping it's really juicy, very fruity, and very perfect for summer. So I love the bottle, definitely very fun, very bright vibes. It was rumored to be something that was dropped for Valentine's Day, but it's going to be for summer. So very excited for Koka Crush, but I really don't have much information. Yeah, let's talk about this one. We also have Flower Balm Tiger Lily Eau de Perfume. I love tiger lilies. I think they smell so pretty, and just the look of them I just completely adore. So the marketing of this fragrance I think is so beautiful. But yeah, I love Flower Balm, the original. It's a very, very sweet, almost syrupy, kind of sugary floral fragrance. You also have the patchouli, and for me, my personal favorite, I have it right here, is Ruby Orchid. I love Ruby Orchid so much. This one is very syrupy sweet with the way the vanilla is done. You don't have the patchouli, but instead you have this really cool green undertone coming from the peach vine. So it's fruity, it's sweet, it's syrupy, it's just really gorgeous for the warmer weather. So I love the flanker a lot. I'm so excited to try more. I haven't tried the others, but this one is beautiful. It's only available on their website as of right now. I'm sure it will go ahead and trickle into Ulta and Sephora eventually, but for right now you have to buy it off the website. It's $38 for a 0.34 fluid ounce. Wow. 1.7 fluid ounce is $145, and a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle is $180. So definitely not cheap with the Flower Balms, okay? So maybe I'll go ahead and start with the travel, or at least with the 1.7 fluid ounce. I think if I get the bigger bottle, I'd rather do it at Ulta or at Sephora, but like I said, for making videos, for getting it sooner, I do feel like getting it on the website is great. Actually, they're sold out of the travel size, so you'd have to get a full bottle if you are looking to get it at this time. So I don't know, I really do want to get it. Let me read the notes, of course. So top notes are coconut milk and bergamot. Ooh, so a really refreshing, maybe lactonic, really bright opening. That sounds amazing. Middle notes of tiger lily, jasmine, and freesia. So a white floral, tropical type of vibe. Base notes of mango and benzoin. So I actually really love benzoin. I know some people don't like it. I find that in colder weather, those notes like the amber, the benzoin, like those resinous, warm balsamic notes do really well. So to see it in this fragrance, I'm kind of like, benzoin in a warmer weather fragrance. Do I have a really tropical bright fragrance that does have benzoin? I don't know. So anyway, looking at the notes, the first fragrance that comes to mind is my Yara Tous, which I believe is duping a popular designer fragrance, but I've never smelled it. So for me, I think it's definitely going to be different if we get a bunch of the tiger lily. I love the fact that the mango is at the base, because that tells me it's probably going to be very, very heavy on that mango, and that is what I like to see, because sometimes, you know, the top notes, as it dries down, you do lose quite a bit. It says it harnesses the power of the wild tiger lily, symbolizing confidence and allowing your sensuality to roar. So definitely does seem like a tropical fragrance that does have some bite to it, and I'm very excited to try it. Dang, I need to eat. Speaking of bite, my stomach just growled. Anyways, yeah, I do want to get this. It does sound like a more mature take on in a tropical white floral fragrance. Next up, I think I want to talk about Creed's Queen of Silk, which, oh my goodness, the purple bottle is really selling me. But oh my goodness, you guys, do you want to hear what this retails for? Let me compose myself because it's a lot. It is a whopping $445, and here are the notes. Top notes of osmanthus, saffron, and magnolia. Middle notes of passion fruit, tuberose, oud, and patchouli, and base notes of myrrh, ambroxan, cedarwood, Madagascar vanilla, musk, and incense. So, I love the sound of the magnolia, the saffron, the osmanthus. The beginning sounds beautiful. The passion fruit sounds exciting. I love a good tuberose, that bubblegummy sweet floral vibe I really love. The oud I actually probably could love if it was balanced enough with that vanilla. And the patchouli, I mean oud, patchouli. You also have the wood, the myrrh, the incense. That's kind of where I'm like, okay, this might not be for me. But being that the name is Queen of Silk, it would lead you to conclude it is going to be a very smooth blend of a fragrance. Oh my gosh, though, cedar, I don't know. It's just a lot for me. I would definitely have to sample this before I purchase, because number one, that's more than my car payment, and number two, that is just a lot going on. But maybe the passion fruit, tuberose, and the vanilla can kind of like even it out with the sweetness. I'd really have to get my hands on this, or sorry, my nose on this before purchase, again, because it is pricey, and yeah, it also does look really expensive smelling. So I'm very conflicted, but I will smell it in store. I will not blind buy this, absolutely not. Even though purple is one of my favorite colors and the bottle looks so beautiful, and I did skip out on Carmina, so technically, but no, I will smell it in store. I'm gonna end it with Alien Hypersense from Mugler. This, I think I'm gonna pass on. It's not available yet, so I can't talk about price or any of that, but I can share the notes. Top notes of green mandarin and pear. I love the fact that it's going to be citrusy and juicy and fruity in the opening. Middle notes of jasmine sambac and Indian jasmine, and base notes of cashmerean, driftwood, amberwood, and musk. So I am not the biggest fan of driftwood in fragrances. There's driftwood and amberwood, and also a cashmerean. I do like cashmerean. I think it gives fragrances a soft, really beautiful, smooth texture, so that looks good. The jasmine, I do like jasmine in my fragrances, and then if there's enough fruitiness coming through the fragrance, maybe I would be open to getting this, but it seems very woody, and I'm just not really vibing with the notes. Like, looking at the notes, I'm thinking it's gonna be an okay fragrance. I tried the last Mugler in store as well. I think it was called Mugler Supra or something like that. Very fresh, very kind of green. I wasn't the biggest fan of that fragrance. I thought it was nice. I will definitely have to smell that one in store, but yeah. There's also something from Zara. I want to say it's called Love Explosion, and that is a beautiful mix of Red Temptation and Rose Gourmand. So if you love those two scents and you want a fragrance that does combine the two, that one is still available on their website, and I believe it's around $35. I'm still debating getting it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope everybody has a great Valentine's Day, a great rest of your day if you don't celebrate in general. Bye, besties.